Whew. We are finally pre-staking. There's nothing like getting you in shape for season than getting these traps in the ground. Whew. Definitely wears a guy out. You can see the creek down here. We're not setting on that yet. Rain coming. I don't know how much that's going to change. So what we are focusing on, what I am staking, is this high bank trail. A really good one, winding down through. We are going to set that up. So just got back from Bloomfield late last night. Had a great time there. Always a lot of fun. Great people. And now we're a day late pre-staking, so we got a lot of ground to make up. But whew, these high banks, there wasn't much of one on the other side, but these high banks are definitely money, in my opinion. Why do I always get these steep suckers? Wow. Money. I didn't bring many mounts for my GoPro today, so you're not gonna see me setting anything, but we're gonna see how these trails have definitely developed. It's gonna be a good day, but we gotta call it short anyway. We're gonna have our last day of muzzleloader hunting, me and my boys, so we are hustling as quick as I can for being this out of shape. On the flip side, these trails are just coming in better and better. You can just see that difference right here. From about here to about here, it's just packed. You know, you've got all the rocks up here, but there's that spot right in the middle where it's packed down. You know, it's been flattened. It's not, and you know, it's clear leaves and debris. Sometimes you can't necessarily see that tunnel through the grass, but this is a dynamite trail. It's even better back in here. You can see what I'm talking about. Just that little, well, my hand's an inch, but down there, you know, 4 or 5 inch wide trail. And actually, if we even get in here deeper, I know we're gonna lose light, but you can just distinguish it, if you will, right along here, right along the edge. And at some point, they actually switch to the left side here. Take a look at that. That's what we're looking for. Can't believe there's deer tracks in here too. But you've got some going down the right side here, you can tell. But a lot of them are going right down that path on the left. Now I'm intrigued. They're running parallel to the road and through. So some great locations. Yeah, it does Y here a little bit because you can tell the defined trail here in the middle, but it's nothing like this side. Even looking down there, you can see the trail crossing even. I like these big box culverts I can walk through. But anyway, we're gonna get these dog proof set just past the edge of the culvert. You can see the edge of this culvert's right here. If you try setting in here, you're probably gonna go about 6 inches and hit solid concrete, because that's what these are, big box, concrete box tubes. So make sure you get past that, and hopefully it's some soft ground. If you're dealing with these pogos at all, I went to put this washer in and I couldn't get it in. It wouldn't even slide in. I had a rock or something in there. Basically, I held it on the end and jabbed it into this concrete. That'll knock it in there, but before you put it in the ground, make sure that make sure you work it loose so it'll come back out. See what I'm talking about? Now I can't get it out. There we go. Hopefully that rock came out with it. So now we should hopefully be able to just, nope, We got a real rock in there somewhere. We'll get it worked out. Yeah, one of the cool things about these trails that I set up on, a lot of them have changed a lot since I mapped them, especially this first part of the section. This trail is just blown up. I mean, this is just absolutely awesome. Other trails have almost died, so it's kind of funny how you get kind of a mix. Things are always changing. This is that new ground that I'm unfamiliar with, so we did delete a couple 3 wave points, but I found 2 more, plus some of these are just developing like crazy. So great location. Fully expect to have a double here tomorrow, or I'm sorry, not tomorrow, well, 2 weeks from today exactly. This spot here is about perfect. You can just see the massive amounts of deer trails coming down though. We have a fence line and a fence line, and if I had to pick, 2 fence lines intersecting the road would be my favorite location to set traps on. This is where you're gonna pick up your bobcats, your coyotes, your fox as well. Just a perfect setup. So those coon can easily run those deer trails, right? Happens all the time. Path of least resistance. You can see a main deer trail here that coon probably are using. They kind of got a side path here going up to that same one. Deer trail here. They're going up and probably underneath that little branch right there. But this one here is what I'm going to focus on. It's not nearly as wide and such, but this is your coon trail. I know why, because it's going up here into brush that's got nothing on it pretty much. Or I'm sorry, that's really low to the ground versus the deer trails that have nothing up high. Deer are not going up here where they have to be a foot tall or shorter to do it, to walk. Matter of fact, he's even got some claw prints right here in the ground where they're clawing up. Great trail. You know, coon are gonna run those other trails as well. It's just part of it, but we are going to, I had it mapped out to put 2 220s in here, but we just don't have the room. And another sense too, one thing I want to talk about, you can see this is in the shade right now. We got east and we got west. This trail is going to stay in the shade all day for the most part. That sun's kind of in the southern hemisphere a little bit, so they're going to stay in the shade here all day long if I 220 a coon. If I was to go to that other side, they're going to be sitting in the sun all day. So if I have a choice, I'm always going to face that north facing slope, or something that's got trees to the south of it. So just something to keep in mind, guys, when you're doing this. That first week, you know, we could hit 70 degrees, but what I keep hearing is it might even have a little bit of snow coming. I hope not, but that'd really tear things up for my plans. But 70 degrees, you know, those 220 coon in the sun, they're gonna get bloated quick. But we're gonna at least get 1 220 on here. Hopefully you can squeeze in a second one. Here's one of those things I was just telling you about. We're just up there on that fence line. That creek is full of rock, can't get anything in there. I actually came down the road here just to turn around, and I did not see this when I was mapping. It's kind of hard to see on this side in the shade. I'll get you to the other side, but it's right down next to this culvert, and you can see it winding, going right underneath that log up there. I did not see this when I came through here mapping, so great spot, great location. Here's the other side. I did not see this when I came down here mapping, but this is all new ground for me. I'm very unfamiliar with it, so glad we picked up this trail. These new spots are starting to look pretty good. I'm very excited for this. Whew. Got some steep ground here too. Yeah, the truck's only 12-15 feet away, but it's also about 8 foot up. So we're putting in 4-wheel drive getting out of some of these suckers, but Really nice trail. Definitely worth 2. You can see we don't have much room to work with before we hit this fence though. So getting 2 in here is kind of a struggle, but we'll make it work. Oh, a dove. Scared the crap out of me. Anyway, I'm glad they cleaned this ditch out before I put traps on this trail. That's always good. Definitely not gonna be able to get 2 in here now like I was wanting, but we'll be able to get 1 up in here yet. So I have to check the other side, see what that one entails, but they're always doing something to these ditches, guys. Luckily, by the looks of it, they stopped right here. The rest of these low spots coming from timber to corn and high spots and trees, we should be all right, but who knows what's going on over the hill. All right, so this right here is called the dog. Inside here is the trigger. Hey, you right there, you listening? I don't think you're paying attention. There you go, thank you. On this new piece, a lot of these trails, I've actually went from setting 1, we modified it to throwing in a second one. They're developing in a good way, which makes up for the ones that are kind of losing their appeal to me. So nice spot here. They're actually going into that tube there too. I see the tracks in there, and that'll be a good hiding spot for that raccoon there. That's actually why that trap is right there. It's anchored way over here, but I wanted to set this up so that raccoon could hide in there but not be too deep in there for me to dispatch him. So that should work out pretty well. Same thing with down here in the grass. I didn't see this when we came through the last time. I don't know if it's gonna be anything or not, but yes it is. Yes it is. We'll at least get 1 dog proof on this side. I do want to see what the other side of the highway looks like. We must have a culvert or something here. Heck, we could throw a 220 right in there and that. Far enough away. Awesome. This ground is so hard, it's fouling up my drivers. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's actually mushrooming out towards the inside, so I can't get these poggos in and out. Oh boy. Really not sure how we're gonna make this work. This is the first one was real bad. This is my second driver with me, so I don't know. I might have to actually get my angle grinder in there or something and clean that out. I don't know. Well, just got home. Both drivers got fouled up. This one's not as bad here, but this one got real bad. I don't know how well you can see it, but right on top there, both sides it was. That's just all fouled up. I don't know, I'm gonna have to take the grinder to them or something, but kind of inconvenient. I always bring 2 in case one breaks or something, but apparently I should have had all 4 or 5 of them that I got. Made the drive home, didn't get near what we wanted out, but it's not worth it to grab the other ones and head all the way back out there, because we're going to be leaving for muzzleloader hunting here in about an hour and a half. So frustrating day, but what I did see and did get out is freaking awesome. So just a little setback. We'll get this stuff figured out and move on. Bring my other drivers with me tomorrow. It's gonna get warm, 80 degrees tomorrow, but I'll be out there sun up till sundown at least. So hoping for a really big day tomorrow. Hopefully get to at least stop 250. You know, we're right at 700 right now, give or take, and we're adding a few here and there. You know, some of them are getting deleted because they just didn't come in like I expected, but we'll be on more familiar territory when we get back to it tomorrow. So I should be good. I'm really excited for it. Just minor setback, but we're still going.